What's good, y'all? It's your boy Need for She coming back with another episode of my podcast. I'm just reminiscing. And today I have a special guest on. My little sister, Bri Good, has decided to join me today. Just like everybody else in my past episodes, we be busy out here. We got stuff to do.
Hey,
We got
big
bills.
round.
We got to make money out here. Hey, mom and them can't support us forever. We got to do what we got.
Forever. Y'all put your big boy pants on and
You gotta
get to it.
You gotta lace the boots up and keep it moving.
You
Luckily,
hear me?
she had free time today, so I was able to get her in and talk to her about growing up. So once again, I want you guys to listen to my guest today, Miss Bri Good, somebody I consider sister. It's just how it is sometimes.
Family, you hear me?
It's family. You want to tell the people something already before we get it started?
I'm Brienne, like he said. I go by Bri. I just be chilling. It's just Bri. Like he said, I consider that my big bro. We met a long time ago.
We'll get into that.
And and we here still today. So it's family right there.
All love all the time. So we're going to start it off like we start off every episode of the podcast. How was life for you growing up, going through elementary school all the way through high school, and just talk about some of the things you did? How was life like growing up?
So in elementary school, I went to this school called Rivercrest. You know what that is? You know what that's it? You probably don't.
I don't know exactly where it's at, but I heard it.
Yeah, so I went to Rivercrest. It was crazy. I grew up a tomboy, so just always getting dirty. Like I wasn't, outside at recess playing with the girls. I was, throwing around the football with the boys, playing kickball. Always just being a tomboy, of course.
That's the way to be.
So yeah, yeah. So I mean, that was elementary school. We didn't really do too much. I mean, we had nap time, recess, we had class. We didn't really do much.
Did you change classes in elementary school? Did you switch classes?
Not like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. Like we stayed in one class. We had this one set teacher that taught us. But like fourth and fifth grade, we started switching classes and stuff.
They tried to experiment with that when I was in like second and third grade with like the fourth and fifth graders. They tried that out for like a year and then they stopped it. It was a wrap because it just didn't flow right. So they just like, you know what, y'all get y'all one teacher and she gonna teach y'all everything. So
exactly, you like to get like y'all was combining together, second and third grade and fourth and fifth, like.
No. What happened was like kindergarten through third grade. When I was in third grade, all of us, we had one set teacher, but they experimented with the fourth and fifth graders of switching classes. They let them try it out just to see how it worked. They didn't like how it worked, so they just went back to everybody just get your one teacher and she do everything throughout the day. So that's just how
exactly.
Recess, everything, like I said, we all had recess. Y'all had field day?
Yeah, we had field day. We had it outside. We had it like in a gym. Mm-hmm. The different color shirts. We went, right. First grade, second grade, all of it, had different color shirts. We went against different grades. It was fun. It was fun.
Class all the time. My class, like sports wise, my class was the best. We killed all the other classes because the other classes had like two players in there that could play, and everybody else couldn't. My class, it'd be
team code.
It'd be 10, 11 of us in there that could play. We just be rolling. It was
exactly.
It was fun. We played all of them. Played kickball, played dodgeball, football.
Yes.
Did all of that. I was tagged. Did everything.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all have them little scooters? You had to like sit down and back up.
Yeah, those. We had a little playground where we used to this is like a little crack the whip thing that you could ride. We did tug of war. We did We had Foursquare out there.
Of course, gotta have Foursquare.
We were doing hopscotch and all of that stuff. We were just like, bro, we just don't want to go back to class right now. So whatever activity,
exactly, we gonna do it.
We didn't care. We didn't care. And yeah,
exactly.
We had field day outside too. Otherwise, if it rained or was too bad, they'll put in like the cafeteria. But other than that, catch is what we had our little sock hops and stuff. Yeah, I do little elementary school dances and stuff.
Yeah, we did, but we had it like in the gym. Like we didn't have it like in the cafeteria or nothing. It was like after school, real late, like in the gym. So it was hot in there. You know, but it was lit. Like all along was lit. Period. I can't believe we paid $10 like almost every Friday to really just be in the gym dancing around. But we did though.
It was hustling, y'all, because we was in elementary school. First of all, we didn't really do no after school activities unless you was in the club. And if you wasn't in the club, most of our dances happened during school. So it was our dances was happening. Let's see, we get out 3:15. They'll let us out like it'll be like from like 1:30 to 3:15. We'll go out and do some stuff, and all they'll just push the tables up. You know, we had them push together tables. They slide.
Yeah.
You could just put.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. And the fun thing I think about the dances we had at elementary school was we had dance competitions. It was we doing chicken head. You know, it was chicken head.
Not just, yeah.
The heel toe. The pancake.
The heel toe.
We was like that. Bucking was really big at that time.
Yes, man.
Crumping and bucking was real big.
So and they was killing it too. I don't know what's going on these days, but no, we used to have some fire dances back then on me.
We listening to Nelly. Ain't supposed to be listening to Nelly. Listen to him. Ain't listening to D4L and all these folks. No, we ain't supposed to listen to these people.
Exactly.
But we have
we young singing them lyrics.
Chingy. I'm listening to Chingy. I was like, I know what the song is. A chicken head. We doing the dance, but I know what the real song is. I was
exactly.
It's like, no, I know we doing the chicken head right there. And then you got what's the name of them doing the actual chicken head song.
Yes.
Oh, chicken. I was like, bro, we know this song. Project Pata. That's his name.
Literally. Project Pata.
Yeah, Project Pata. That's all it was. So we was listening to them and having dance competitions and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie though, the lunch food was good. It was straight.
Yeah, it was straight. Like for real, it was straight. The breakfast was fire though. Like we had this pizza.
The square pizza?
The square pizza so fire, bro.
The square pizza was so good.
Them just so fire on me.
Right. Them pizzas, they used to give us the little chicken rings. We had the little chicken.
Yeah, the chicken ring.
Bro. Meal, they gave the chicken rings and mashed potatoes. That's what they give.
Yes.
But the one thing you never take, now I'm telling you this, I tell this to everybody. Them elementary school butter cookies, wasn't nobody touching those.
Oh my God. They just were straight. I ain't even gonna say that was straight.
You had a week. Them
just straight.
On our end. They were hidden. But
man.
Yeah, I also look at it too. These folks didn't care about nothing nutritional value. They didn't care what
bro.
Why
them just had straight calories. Oh God.
Why you giving me casserole with milk? That don't make no sense.
That didn't make no sense. Exactly.
You giving me chocolate milk. I got this broccoli casserole over here. Bro, I
just throwing stuff together at this point.
They didn't care. And we used to buy all this stuff, the cookies
and
popcorn too, that we could buy. So it was
popcorn.
Yeah, we could buy pop. It was bad popcorn. It was like 3 different flavors to them. We used to mess that up.
Dang.
Yeah, but you know they charge you for everything. Like you don't do so much.
Okay, exactly. I was hoping say that. Gotta be plucking.
Every year, man. I hated taking TCAP. I hated taking that test.
Bruh. TCAP was so slow. Like pointless. And I used to always try and find this one smart person in the class that I can sit by like diagonally. So when I be, marking in my answers, I can kind of look over and see what they got going on. But I just figured out that they had so many different versions. That's why I ain't do good none of the time.
Right. Once you figure out, just like, at first they wasn't switching the versions. At first, once
exactly,
they was keeping it like, nah, everybody get the same test. Then after
it went straight.
After a while, they was like, all right, bro, we got to switch this. And then, cause I start, and then, did you have to wear uniforms at your school, or y'all was?
Nah. We ain't had to.
I had to start wearing uniform probably second grade. From second grade on, I was wearing uniform.
Dang, why they make y'all do that? They made y'all do that, or like, because sometimes they only make people wear uniforms if like,
it was Memphis,
if the kids checking and stuff. Oh, it was Memphis City. That's why.
Memphis schools tripping. First of all, if you was a county school, you got away with murder. They didn't care.
Yeah, legit. We was straight.
Memphis schools, it's a blizzard outside. We going to school at 10. It don't matter.
10 folks in school.
Whole day. We are going for a half a day.
Right, it's a wrap.
Y'all get a little bit of rain on y'all grass. They shut down school for a week. We just like, bro, not doing nothing. And that was torture. Oh, man, we hate. You gotta sit there in the morning and hope your school come up and say, "Oh, this school is closed today." You sitting there.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. You just sitting there like, "Come on, please, news. Like, please tell me my school closed."
Mississippi schools will open on time.
Open. Man, forget this. I'm finna go to Shelby County School.
Bruh, I think that's one thing. I talked about this on the other ones too, but I'm gonna say it again. I always wanted to be the transfer student. I never in my life was the transfer student. Never in my life.
What?
The school I went to was the school I went to. I never transferred a day in my life from elementary through college.
Wow, I can't say that.
I can't say that. I wanted to be like, you know what? Let me go at this school, see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try it out for a year. If I ain't like it, I was like, bro, I'll have to go back. But
just go back, exactly.
It's a wrap. I didn't want to. Man, I wanted to transfer sometimes. But
I felt it.
Yeah, elementary school, the food school, everything was good. Elementary school, like everything else. Once I got to 4th, 5th grade, I was like, all right, bro, I'm ready to get out of elementary school. Honestly,
exactly.
I feel like I could have completed elementary school in like 3 years. I was like, it didn't. I don't think it would have took me kindergarten, 1st grade. I was like, I bypassed all that so quick. I was like, bro, just put me in the 2nd grade and just give me a
exactly.
Put me in 2nd or 3rd grade because this is stupid.
Because the information was so easy, but then we had to remember, like, the information that we was receiving when we were smaller, it wasn't really true,
right?
To be honest. So it's like, I don't know. But it was easy though. We were still getting good grades.
Right. But I hate them teachers that was like, you should remember you taught it last year. I was like, I tell y'all this all the time. You got me for a year. Once I go to summer, all that's gone. All that's
gone. That information gone.
I don't remember none of this. Hey, you supposed to learn this from last year. Bro, I don't remember none of this. I don't.
Did they make you have to like learn stuff over the summer? Like some schools, some teachers will have to make you learn stuff over the summer.
I did. When I got to middle school, high school, I had to do that. Elementary school really wasn't. But once I got into higher grades, they on a list and stuff you had to complete, give me some assignments and stuff. You got to bring this back to here. It was a whole bunch of stuff. So it was. And I wasn't really tripping about that. But yeah,
I was, man. These my summers, bro. Right. I ain't got time to be learning. I'm trying to turn up.
I've been with you from August to May. You know what that means for me? I don't want to see a book, a pen, a pencil, or nothing.
August.
For my 2 months, my two and a half months from school, I ain't trying to see a book. That's why I was like, I ain't doing some school. I ain't going to some school. I'm going to complete my because if I got to come back and see y'all for another 2 months, I ain't got time for that.
Well,
eat cereal and watch cartoons on Saturday morning. That's what I'm trying to do. I ain't trying
to
Saturday morning cartoons. That's what I'm doing.
That's all we were trying to do.
Or go outside. We went outside and played something that people don't do today. But we went
not do. They be so stuck on these games and these tablets. I'm like, bro, go outside, get some fresh air, get dirty real quick. Like,
electronics have ruined a lot of things.
Yes, man.
We had electronics and we played electronics, but we played those to take a break up outside.
Exactly. Literally.
Because I'll be outside from like 10, 11 in the morning, 10, 11 to like 3. We'll be outside playing. Then we come in, play like a game break from like 3 to 5. We end up playing the game for like 2 hours. Or we'll wait and play the game first, then go outside, and then come back and play it. But
exactly.
Then we went outside. Of course, everybody in the neighborhood, we played football in the street, played basketball. Rode bikes everywhere.
Everywhere. To the corner store, around the corner to your friend, everywhere. You ran the bike any and everywhere.
That's exactly what we did. We rode the bike everywhere. And like I said, we didn't have phones, so the only way you could catch your people is if you gotta ride around the hood and find out where the bike's
Exactly.
Where the bike's at.
Exactly.
Unless y'all talked about it at school and be like, hey bro, we're gonna be at Johnny's house at 1 o'clock.
Not Johnny.
We're gonna be at Johnny's house at 1 o'clock tomorrow. All right, so that's where we're gonna be at. We're gonna be at Johnny's house at 1 o'clock. Bet if you can get that message, you gotta ride around until you find it.
Exactly.
That's just how it was. But now, man, you can't. They riding bikes on the video game. They ain't doing nothing else.
Literally, I'm like, bro, what is y'all doing? We
don't care about washing clothes and stuff. Just go out there and act stupid. I don't care.
Please, that's all. Dang, I feel so bad, man. I feel so bad for this generation because I ain't experienced nothing we experienced.
Right.
Like, man, those were the best years ever. I don't know what's going on.
I'm about the epitome of no worries.
Oh yes.
You had one rule: get your ass home before the street light come on. As long as you there,
that's it.
Before the street light come on, you could go out there and commit murder, and your mama and them would not care.
They would not care. If
you made it home before the street light, they did not care. They was like, you went out there and had fun today, and the police ain't bring you back. So apparently, it was that simple.
It was just that simple. I couldn't even follow them rules though. I ain't even gonna lie. I stayed out so many times past the street lights coming on.
I gotta test the waters at least. I gotta test the waters a couple of times though.
I gotta
test it just to see what I'm working with. I gotta test it. I ain't come on
exactly. Before. I'm trying to see if you really.
I gotta test those waters. I didn't get in trouble for
it. You did it?
No, my dad and them. See what happened was the thing was I was really just across the street, literally.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like I was in another neighborhood. They just didn't know I was across the street. So
right.
At the house and we kicking it, and I'm just looking at the time go by, and I was like, I'm looking at the time, I was like, man, I know I need to go home. But you know, you ain't trying to be no little punk.
You ain't trying.
I ain't know when I get that. My dad told me he sent Mike out to go look for me, and he couldn't find me. So
yeah.
And when I got home, and I think I want to say I was in middle school or high school when that happened. I was in middle school or something. But I came home, and you know, I'm trying to avoid everything. So I go in, I got to use bathroom. I go bathroom, I'm standing there forever. And my dad come knock the door, he's like, hey, bro. You take too
right there.
Go ahead, come in and talk. So I do that, and I come in and talk to him. He's like, you know what you did. I don't know what you did. So he talked to me for a minute. All right, bro, I'm going to give you this one. Don't do that again. Basically, that's all dad said. So I bet.
Yeah.
That's all I need to hear. I bet. I'll be home. He gave me this leeway. But for the most part, my mom and them, if I made it home before the street light came on and me and my friends were just outside talking, they didn't care.
Yeah. But anytime after I'm doing a podcast, Daddy.
What's good?
But man, you lucky because we used to get in trouble for that. But yeah, like you said, if we just standing outside talking and it's, you know, street lights that came on, that was fine. As long as we was in the driveway or in front of the house, we were straight.
As long as they can see
exactly.
As long as they can see you care. Now, just because you know that one don't mean he let me off of all of them. Oh, I got in trouble. Oh, I got.
I was finna say, right, he get in trouble. Like,
I got plenty of whoopings for doing dumb stuff. Oh, it was a wrap.
Yes.
I went swimming when I wasn't even supposed to. I did stuff like that.
Now you know that you was gonna get in trouble for going swimming, and you still went swimming.
Yes.
And you knew that they was gonna figure out that you went swimming.
No, my niggas ended up the reason I ended up getting caught.
They was probably talking about it in front of him, wasn't it?
They was talking about it when what happened was I went swimming with my homie, and because we stayed right down the street, and at the time I wasn't the best swimmer, so you know I'm just in there 10 feet and stuff like just
the stereotype.
Yeah, so
Black people can't swim.
I really wasn't supposed to be in the deep end, but I was doing it anyway. My homie was trying to teach me how to swim. It's like I could tread and stuff. I need to go take some I need to go take some more swimming lessons just to get it back because I really can't all the way I can, but I can't. So I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
But what happened was my homies, they came over to my house and I didn't know because we had to play ball in the backyard, to play basketball. What happened was they came home, so my brother was like, all right. So they told my dad, he called my dad and everything, and then they asked them, it was like, hey, Ryan, what's she at? They said, I think he went swimming. He went swimming. And he said that, and he told my dad. So I'm coming back from the pool. Keep in mind, the pool like 10 minutes away from the house, 10, 15 minutes. I'm pulling up, they in the backyard. And then Mike come outside and it was like, hey, bro, you gonna have to call dad. And I was like, what the hell? And I called him, talked to him. He was like, you went swimming? I was like, bruh.
Might as well. Exactly. Hey, who said something?
He just said, you know you're in trouble, right? That's all he said, all this stuff. So now I'm just like, bruh, really? I was like, and then they trying to backtrack now. No, he really didn't go swim none of that. I was like, nigga, my dad ain't trying to hit none of this.
Exactly. You done already ran your mouth like.
So, and then he didn't even whoop me. It was my mama that got it because my mama got to me first.
Oh, yeah. It'd be like that.
I mean, she get off before him. She get off at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. She would get off, and he'll get home like 6.
Dang.
Yeah, he'll get home at like 6, 4:30, like 5:36. He'll get home. So she got me. She whooped my ass. Here what it is, and then this is what made that whooping just be like, just stick with me and just be like that because she knew I could swim a little bit, but not a lot to where I can just go swimming by myself.
Yeah.
So after she whooped me and everything like that, she called me back in there and I was like, oh, bro, what I do now and all that? She handed me the newspaper, front page commercial appeal, a kid drowns in the pool.
Dang.
Kid drowns in the pool. And it was in their house. It was a pool at their house. He drowned in the backyard in his pool.
Dang, that's tragic.
Right. And she just handed it to me, and I'm reading it, and then I look up at her, and she just look at me dead, like with them eyes. I was like,
yeah, them eyes.
I see what you mean now. I understand. I see what you mean.
Exactly.
You got me. So I ain't do nothing stupid after that. And that was my last whooping. I think I was in like 7th grade. I think I was in 7th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in 7th grade going to the 8th grade. So of course, my boys that came up to play ball, they play football with me. So I gotta go to practice. Of course, they tell everybody, so everybody, you know, clowning me and everything like that. So I go on the field and kick all their ass, and it is what it is. So I took that L. I think, did y'all get progress reports in elementary school that you had to bring home?
Yes, to get signed and to take back to the teachers.
I got a couple of whoopings over there too.
Yes, yeah. Like, could you get C's, or is it like the D's and the L's they want to tolerate?
C's are tolerable if it's like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
You got all A's and B's, and you get that 1 C.
1 C.
Because you're struggling in that class. My mom didn't care about you struggling in one class because all your other classes are taken care of. So it's just this one class problem with. They cool with, but you ain't finna come home with 3 C's, a D, and all that. You ain't finna do all that. Especially D's and F's. They ain't play by no D's and F's.
Oh no. Because you're gonna get a whooping and you're gonna get your stuff taken from you.
Right.
Your games, outlet, can't go outside.
Yeah. Oh, that was the worst. When they stopped whooping, when they didn't want to whoop me and just put me on punishment, and they said, I got 2 older brothers. So having 2 older brothers, we got a basketball court in our backyard. Everybody outside hooping. All I can do is look out the blinds.
Look at the blinds. Yup.
Can't go out there and hoop. My mama.
But that's the worst, I swear.
In the YMCA league, I couldn't play one year because my conduct was bad. So she was like, "Nah, you ain't playing." Dang. Pissed. I'm pissed.
She was not playing with you.
Oh no, they ain't play by no grades. They was like, "Oh no, you gonna get them grades." And it was a lot of times I used to get all A's or all A's and B's, but I never make the honor roll or principal's list because I had N's.
Oh yeah. Ooh y'all had to move the red clips. Move the clip to the red.
We had it changed. A lot of times we had cards. So we had red card, green card, red card, yellow card, and black card. Green was an E, the yellow was an S. I think the red was an N and the black was a U. So if you acting up too much, go change your card.
Yep.
Whatever your card is on at the end of the week, that's what's going on your progress report type stuff. So if you ain't, because they was like, if you showed improvement before the week, they'll change it back. But until then, it's gonna stay on this. And that's how I got in trouble one time because I got an N on my progress report. I got a couple of N's on progress report, and my teacher gave it to me on like a Monday. I did not bring it home to my mom and them. So I was like, and then she didn't ask for it for a couple of days. So I'm thinking I'm good and everything like that. I come home one time. I'm walking in, finna knock on the door, open the door. Hey, Mom, how you doing? She on the phone. You on the phone.
Yep.
Get your progress report this week. I said, oh,
them ain't hiding it.
I was like, yeah. She was like, okay, that's all I need to know. I was like, so I can know how this one to go.
Yep.
So she talked to the teacher for like another 5-10 minutes, and she's like, she come in here. And I was like, well, I know how this night finna go. So here it is.
Dang, that's crazy.
I got a whipping. I was doing dumb stuff. I was taking dares. Like people would dare me to do stuff, and I'm dumb enough to do. I was dumb enough to do it.
Of course. Yeah. At the time, we was doing some stupid stuff. We ain't had no business doing.
I wrote on my pants in marker. Yeah.
What are you doing? Wait, why?
Oh, and I had on warm-up pants. This was when we could wear our own clothes to school. I'm in some blue warm-ups, and I wrote on it with red marker. So it's red marker all down my leg.
All down. Ooh, you was terrible.
I did a lot of dumb stuff off of just I didn't want nobody to think I was a punk and all that.
Yeah.
I got bullied a little bit at school. I got bullied when I was a little younger. So, but I got bullied by dudes that was supposed to be in school that was still in elementary school. So that's how it was. No, they was like 11. I'm like 8. I'm like 7, 8. I'm like, bro, y'all supposed to be in middle school already.
Exactly.
So that's what I'll fight. But then when I got older, that stuff stopped. And I was like,
it stopped.
And we gonna throw these jumps. We just gonna fight. It's a wrap after that.
Period.
But yeah.
I felt that one.
You getting whoopings for school too? You getting whoopings for school?
Did I? For school, for anything else? Like my folks, they believed in whoopings for real. It don't matter what it was about. Like if you did something, you was gonna get a whooping for it. Period. It's like, bro, dang. And this went all the way up to 9th grade.
We got old school parents. They was like, nah, bro, get that belt. we got old school parents. I ain't got nothing to talk to you about. You did what you did, so I'm gonna do what I want to
do. Exactly. And they was talking about something. It hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. And I'm like, bro, no, this hurting. Like, what you mean?
My legs tell a different story. My legs telling a different story.
Exactly.
Like love, this tough love. Nah, you see.
Nah.
See, our parents used to do this too. And I know I'm gonna call them out on this one of these days. Y'all reading the Bible scriptures and change those Bible scriptures to fit what you want it to fit. Nah, the Bible scriptures weren't meant to like that. Poke them with a rod and lead them to the what's back. No, that don't mean beat.
No. Exactly.
I mean, guide.
Like, that don't mean.
It mean guide them to the right direction. It don't mean spread a rod and spoil the child. That don't mean if they spoiled, you whoop them and they no. That means you guide them to the. I was like, y'all trying to take these scriptures and flip them on.
Exactly, unto what they wanted to be or what they wanted to mean. I'm like, bro, no, that's not how it works.
Right. I was like, bro. Then when I get older, I'd be like, bro, I knew you was lying back then. We knew. That's the thing. Kids know you lying. We just can't think that you lying right now.
Exactly.
Oh, but when I get old enough to talk to you, oh, it's a wrap. I'm letting me.
Got to.
You got whipped for doing stupid stuff. Then you just, they'll tell you don't throw the rock, and you'll throw the rock. You'll do stuff like
throw the rock.
That.
Like legit. Like, oh my God, I was so bad. Like, if you ask my sister, I was so bad. I got a whooping for everything because I just do stupid stuff. Just real stupid stuff. It is what it is. I enjoy doing those stupid stuff though.
Oh yeah, we enjoyed it in that moment. It was fun. If I knew it was a potential for me to get a whooping, I'm finna go all out. It's a wrap.
Like, I might as well go and do it. You know what I'm saying? Go and turn it with it real quick. Cause
if I know once I get in this car, there's gonna be a problem for the rest of the day, I might as well have the most fun I can. I know I ain't gonna have no more fun for about 2 weeks or so.
2 weeks, yep. And that's literally how it went.
I hate it when they doubled up. They whoop me and take something. Like, bro, why you doubling up? Pick one.
Exactly. Like, come on, you done already hurt my legs to the max. Like, then you gonna turn around and take my PlayStation. You gonna turn around and take my PS. Like, come on.
Like, this was my relaxed time from school. That's why I play the game, bro.
Yes, the calm my nerves.
Right. Split screen, man. I'm trying to play Mario Kart and you playing with me.
Period. No, you some slow. You can't play no Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, I was killing folks back with the old jets.
Yes.
Oh,
bro, yes, no.
And GameCube and stuff. Oh, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
What? Super Smash?
Yes.
We having fun.
Super Smash Bros. Period.
I got Mario Kart now with my Nintendo Switch. I got a Switch. Yeah.
Dang, living lavish.
Oh, that Switch is fun. That thing is fun.
I heard it's fun. I want to play one day. Yeah, I want to play it.
It's really fun. It's really fun. I'm playing like Pokemon on there right now and everything. It's fun.
This man, you ugly. Pokemon here.
Hey, Pokemon, what? Pokemon was one of the shows I used to watch growing up.
It was cool. Naruto was better, but.
So, you said what was better than? Now you said better than Pokemon. You said Naruto.
That's what I said.
Nah, I could probably give you that one because I watched like a couple of episodes of Naruto and I was like, I can't get into it. So I watched that.
What?
Yeah, I'm taking Dragon Ball Z over Naruto all day, every day. It is what it is. Yeah, what it is. What?
I hear you.
What? I get Goku and all them. Yes, I'm taking all that over all of this. So
wow.
I don't talk anime with people because I haven't really gotten into a lot of anime. So I can't. I don't talk a lot of anime with people. I just give them my opinion of the one that I really like, which is Dragon Ball Z. Other than that, I'm not gonna get no argument. Now, if you want to talk about and on all the stations and stuff, oh, we could have that debate. We could have that.
Oh yeah.
I was like, we go Network, Nick, Disney, PBS. We can go anywhere, and I'm like, you gonna lose?
Right. You went all the way back to PBS though.
Clifford,
Arthur,
Clifford, Zoom.
Yep. Magic School Bus went on there? Was it
Disney? I think Magic School Bus might have been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reading Rainbow, all this stuff. You was watching all this. What?
Recess. Oh man, I miss all them shows.
And I could go to every show and be like, I could go to every station and be like, I watched these 5 shows off of this, these 6 off of this, and 7, 10 off of this. I'm gonna do a show.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about cartoons and some of a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
What middle school you ended up going to?
I went to Shadowline.
Shadowline, okay. How you like?
Yeah. It was cool. Like, Oh man, Charlotte was just cool. Period. It was just I don't know how to say it.
Did you enjoy
Let
it?
me
Chill.
like I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it was like I was just ready to go ASAP. Cause like middle school, it wasn't all that. Just it wasn't all that. It was all, like no.
Yes. Yeah, I understand. I ain't gonna lie though. The middle school, the lunches, I used to mess those up. When they introduced us to them spicy chicken sandwiches in middle school, I ain't gonna lie. We had spicy chicken sandwiches. Them things was hidden.
We had no spicy chicken. How y'all have spicy chicken? Where you even go? What middle school you go to?
I went to Woodell. You know that. I went to Woodell.
Woodell. This man.
Them spicy chicken.
Woodell. Nah, just like.
They see you Shadowland, and it's like I'm treat you like Yu-Gi-Oh. We should banish that to the Shadowlands, and that school shouldn't be up here no more. But we're gonna leave
The
that.
Shadowland.
Banish out to the Shadowlands. You know, put them over there. Yu-Gi-Oh was my show too, one of my shows too. So I'm gonna leave that up there. But yeah, it was up there. I mean, people really like Digimon, and Digimon was cool to me. But I put Pokemon above Digimon, but Digimon was cool.
Yeah. Pokemon definitely is a book, yeah, for sure. There's no debate about that.
Yeah, I liked all three of them though, because those three was at different stages of when I watched.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon was growing up. Pokemon and Digimon was more growing up, and then a little bit older I watched Yu-Gi-Oh. But that was just based off of that. I'm kind of with you on middle school. I was like, middle school was cool to me, but those 3 years they came and went.
They did. They flew. I was just about to say that. Like they flew so fast.
Probably because it's only 3 years. You know, elementary school's
Literally
6 and
5,
and then high school is 4. So it's like the middle school was 3 years in and out. You blink, you in the 8th grade, you finna go to high school.
Exactly.
Now,
but like the one thing I hated the most was like when you was in 8th grade and middle school, like you was the top, you was running the school basically. Then you got to turn around and go to high school. Now you back at the bottom. It's like, dang, bro, I don't.
When you a 5th grader and you run around, you see all the 1st graders, 2nd graders, you was like,
yeah,
little, y'all young. Like, bro, you finna be the little kid in this next school next year.
Yes.
And then I was just like, and I remember going to high school and middle school and high school and coming back and visiting my elementary school and walking in the elementary school. I said, this school's so little.
So small.
This school.
Yes. That's when we was small. But yeah, it was literally like,
it was so small. Like, I used to think
the house about this.
Right. I used to think, how is this big? You got to stand in the square. Girl,
yeah.
I was in portables. 4th and 5th grade. I was outside in portables.
What?
Yeah, they put the 4th and 5th grade. They put us outside. They kept the kindergarten through 3rd grade. They was in the big building, and they put us outside in the portables.
Oh no, we had it. Now we had portables in middle school.
Yeah, we got one restroom. Yeah, one restroom in there. So somebody got to go in there and use the bathroom. Hey, you might have to take it there.
Exactly. Yep.
I come out and be like, hey, teacher, it's stinking ever. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go back to the big building and go use one of them. Because it was bad.
Like now,
we used the back. You know, kids dirty back then. We didn't care.
facts. Yeah, back then.
Peeing and everything, not wiping toilet. We just peeing, just go. We didn't care.
Just go.
Just go. Right. The janitors and stuff. I know they hate. Like elementary school, you gonna have
They hate it.
so many accidents. Kids throw up so much in elementary school.
Yes, but I always try to figure out why though. Like
the food.
Why?
The food we was eating. We was eating some terrible food. Then going to play recess. Then going to play recess right after that.
Yeah, running around in the heat.
Right.
So they didn't make it no better. It was hot outside.
With milk on your stomach.
Yep. That's the worst combination.
Right.
Now you got people all in the bathroom, in the hallway, throwing up in the class. Lord have mercy.
I used to throw up if I seen somebody throw up. That was my Achilles heel. I would throw up if I see somebody throw up, or if I see something that just didn't look good to me.
Yeah.
Because like when we was done, they used to always mix stuff together, and they milk and stuff. They'd put ketchup and mustard and all this and stuff like that. When I see it, it just messed up my stomach. I get sick.
Yeah.
Now,
But I only used to get sick so I can get checked out. That was only like I love getting checked out.
Now, elementary school was the one time my parents then would actually take me home because I'm a kid. I was like, they would actually get me home for that. Other than that, high school, they'd be like, man, you might have to tough it out.
You staying.
Yeah, you might have to tough it out. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave this junk. I will leave.
This man, that sounds like something you would do for real though.
I left school plenty of times in high school. I left school so many times. I ain't
gonna lie, I do too. Yep, especially because I drove. See, so I just checked myself out.
They didn't let us do that. We had to call and stuff, but so I just used to call Sherrod and be like, bro, act like that, so I get up out of here. That's just what it was.
See,
yeah. Bad. Mike was at Mike was already in school in college, and Sherrod already graduated, so he was back home working. So I call him in the morning, like, hey, bro, just like on senior breakfast. Our senior breakfast day that we had. They told us like y'all can leave after the breakfast. You just gotta have somebody and your parents didn't have to come and check you out. You just had somebody on the phone say, hey, they good to go. I called Sherrod, I was like, bro, act like that right quick so I can get up go. Mr. Wilkins, do you allow Rashid to leave school day? Yes, I do. All right, cool. He was like, all right, bro, just don't do nothing just don't get caught and don't get I like that. Even though I went out there and smoked weed and got food, but that was a different story too. It was that's the first time.
Leaving to go smoke, man.
That's my first time smoking when I was a senior. That was my first time.
Really?
My first time smoking, I was a senior. I was a senior.
Wow.
I used to drink all the time though. I was drinking at like 15, but smoking, I was like, I ain't smoked till like 18, 17. I was 17 when I started. And then even in college, I used to hit it every now and then when I was in college. I used to hit it once, hit it twice or something like that. But then when 2015, 16, 17 started rolling around, I started smoking.
You was like, yeah. Yep.
I used to never roll. I used to always have somebody roll it up for me. I used to always have
you can't roll.
I used to have
Lord.
somebody roll like Trent or somebody had to roll a gill or somebody was gonna have to roll it for me. Happen. And then one day but then I always used to say that because I was like, if I learn how to roll, I'm gonna spend too much money.
Oh, exactly. And then that is true though.
Steve had told me, he was like, all right, bro, you gonna have to learn. Then he had told me that, and then Gil was like, you just gonna. I was like, all right. So I went to go buy a pack, and I went over there and I rolled it. I was like, I ain't know what I was doing, but I tried it. And he was like, bro, you did pretty good for your first time.
What? I was shopping and say.
It was loose. It was loose because I just folded it over. I really didn't put it. I just really folded it over because I was just trying to make it at first. So I did that, but they still smoked pretty good. So I didn't lose a lot of weight. But then you know how when you first start, it'll go up, it'll go like the first couple times. He was like, man, bro, you rolling trash. Then one random time you pearl that junk. You
fire, yeah.
But then the next junk you roll be so loose, and you just be like, bro, what happened?
Exactly. How do you lose your skill from last time to now?
Right.
Like what?
I was like, just take some time. And then they used to tell me, I was like, bro, just go buy like 2 packs of Rellos and just go grab some grass from outside and just practice like that.
Yeah, just
Eventually I did that. But yeah, high school was the first time I did that. And then leaving middle school, it was middle school. Yeah, leaving middle school. Middle school was cool and everything. I ain't gonna lie though. Middle school taught me what a dance really was. Coming from what elementary school was doing, and then going to middle school and seeing, oh, this is how people get down for real.
Yes.
I was like, okay. I see where we heading now. Bet. That's what we doing. Bet.
I mean, we was turning up. Oh my God.
I ain't know what twerking was as much, but boy, when I got to middle school, I learned a lot.
You learn real quick.
I learned very quickly what twerking.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay, these girls really be about their life sometimes.
Yes. Because I sure didn't know.
Having sex.
I ain't know.
Right.
Man, I was like, can somebody teach me? Like, I literally had to be taught how to do this before I was going to like house parties and stuff. Like because I wasn't finna go nowhere and embarrass myself. Cause who? I was not finna go embarrass myself.
I can't go to school with y'all.
I had to go. You said what?
Go to school with y'all. I'm not finna embarrass myself. Then gotta go to school with y'all Monday. It's a wrap.
Exactly. Turn around and you folks say I'm finna be the conversation starter in the class. Like no, it's a wrap.
It's not gonna happen.
Y'all just walking through the podcast.
Oh man, it's all love, man. It's family.
They just walking clean through.
It's family. It's all love. It's family.
It's a video. It's like a podcast. We just talking.
Like I said, your mom and them,
this way so
your mom and them have seen me before, but they just don't remember me. I know they seen me before. They just don't.
Yeah, they definitely have seen you. Now, if they remember you,
they just don't.
You know, Mr. Wilkinson's. Yeah, she definitely. She just saw your daddy.
Yeah, but yeah, he be here with. Yeah, I was like, that might be it. My dad be everywhere, so yeah, what it is.
He be everywhere.
For somebody that I'd be like, bro, need to sit at home. I was like, bro, do not sit at home. He'd be rolling.
and do.
I was like, we got some of that in us. We can't sit down too long.
Nah, you definitely can't. You be on the move.
Sherrod is the one that can't. Sherrod, out of all of us, Sherrod's the one that cannot sit down. He.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
Go. Mike is the one that probably stays down the most.
Yeah.
And I'm a combination of both of them. So there's just.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, but Sherrod can't sit down and work nothing.
He be ready to move.
Right. I was like, bro. And then now that I got older, I really sit down now. I was like, bro, I don't got time for
time.
I ain't got time.
Exactly, I got time.
Bro, when folks be like, bro, what time y'all going to bed? I was like, all right, bro, if y'all don't hit me up around this time,
9:30.
We ain't doing it. I sit here, drink my cooler, find me something to eat, and watch TV, and I'll be like, I'll see y'all next time.
Literally.
Like 3:00 in the morning, staying out like we used to. I was like, man, that was 17, 22, 23-year-old she. He lied to me.
Yes.
It's old.
Ooh, he done got grown now. He like, nah, we can't do that.
Because you realize once you realize you gotta go to work every day.
Yes, you gotta get up early.
That makes you be like, I'm not finna. I need me time. So
yes,
I've been dealing with coworkers and customers all day. I ain't trying to deal with nobody else. I'm finna go home, grab my food, grab my liquor, and watch this TV. And
yes.
I'm not finna do this. But yeah,
I feel that one.
What parties was, and I only played 1 year of football in middle school, so I only played my 8th grade year. So I still play Little League through 7th grade. And Michael, and then we move on to high school. What high school you ended up going to again? I forgot which one it was.
I went to Bolton High School.
Yeah, Bolton High School.
Bolton High School, all the way out in the country. Didn't nobody really know where it was. But yeah, we was lit. Go Wildcats, you know what I'm saying? The best school in the district.
Bolton and Wildcats. That sounds like a high school musical.
Did you say the ultimate Wildcats?
No, I said Bolton Wildcats.
Oh, I was gonna say what?
Bolton.
The High School Musical, yeah, Bolton.
That's Troy Bolton from High School Musical.
Troy Bolton.
Okay, and y'all the Wildcats too. They was the Wildcats too. Oh yeah,
y'all was the Wildcats.
Yeah, y'all together. High School Musical. Disclaimer: I'm telling y'all, this is exclusive. I'm telling people on here. So if you listening, I did like High School Musical 3. Now, people will talk bad about High School Musical. Don't get me wrong. It was cheesy. It was corny. It was all that. I kind of like the High School Musical thing, but that because I was just a Disney head, so it is what it is. But
yeah,
they dropped the movie.
The music was fine.
They dropped the movie every year for 3 years straight. They dropped the movie.
For 3 years, exactly.
I said y'all recorded all of this in 4 months and just broke it up.
Like literally, bro.
But I did like it in there.
They kept all the characters.
Yeah, so you get to Bolton. How you like Bolton when you was out there?
It was cool. That high school was my favorite time. Like literally, it was my favorite time. Oh my god, I made so many memories. That's when I really started to come out of my shell too. So I was like, yeah, I'm turning up to high school. So man, it was fun. It had, of course, it had its ups and its downs, but mostly ups, like legit, mostly ups. It was fun. I played.
You remember that you really liked about the school? What's some of the stuff that you really did like?
About Bolton?
Just being in Bolton for those years, or like some of the memories you had and all that. What was some of the stuff that you remember from it?
Some of the stuff I remember from it was the choir trips, basketball practices, like just fun, just nothing but laughter. Let's see, skipping school. My daddy right there, but yeah, it was fun. What? I went to school. What you mean?
Y'all with me now. I'm grown. We can fight now.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah.
We can get my hands going. I'm good. My mom, them, I can tell my skills. College, high school, I did all of it. I don't care.
I mean, they should know, but
y'all already paid tuition. It's already over with now. We already paid that.
We out. Period. We finna be out of college.
Right. So that don't even matter.
Legit, don't even matter. But yeah, like those was definitely some of the best times ever. Some of the good memories. What about you? What kind of memories you made?
Before I answer that, I ask people this too, because I'm gonna give you mine. I ask everybody, if you could rank all 4 of your years, what's the best year to the worst year? If you can put them in order, what was your favorite year to, and just go down from there?
12th grade was my favorite.
12th grade, okay, senior year, okay.
Yes, my least favorite was 10th grade, cause yeah, it was my least favorite.
It was just tough. It just is what it is.
Yeah. My second favorite was 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, freshman.
Freshman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was senior year fun because it was at the end, or that's just the
legit?
That's just the most amount of fun you had that year.
The most amount of fun I had, like, yeah. That's right. And because we was gonna be done, like, you get that senioritis, it's like, yeah, you about to be done. Then you just start having fun, doing anything you want.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I ain't touched based on this with a lot of it. Did you go on a lot of field trips growing up?
Yeah. Like we went to botanical gardens, plenty other museums.
Museums it's gonna be a field trip, no matter what grade.
Always.
No matter what grade.
Literally, because they always want us to learn something. So it's like, yeah, take them to a museum, make them learn something.
You know,
but
that most of the field trips we went on, we just wanted to go eat.
Literally, and get out of class. Because who wanted to be in class?
I spent $10 and I get out of class. What? I'm out. $20 for the field trip. Bet. Say less. Drop it.
Say less.
I'm out the door. I'm not finna sit here.
Yeah. Sign me up. And most of the times you have to get like a parent signature. Like Bri signed that junk. My parents never signed that junk.
I had some money in my pocket and I couldn't get my mom to sign it in time. I'll sign that junk and just give them the money. Hey, I got $10 on me. It's only a $10 trip. Hey, I signed the name. Boom, that's $10. Bam. I was like, I get that.
Going on a trip.
I get that $10 back.
Exactly, and real quick.
I'll get that $10 back. I used to gamble back in middle school too. Get Like Me. What? Get Like Me was the big gamble hustling that we used to do.
Yes, And flip it. Did you used to flip the like flip it if it land on heads, you win it. If it land on tails, you lose it.
Yeah, get like me. That's what we call it. Flip it. Flip. We use flip.
We did not call it that.
We call it get like me. Or it's either get like me or get like you. So we'll flip it, catch it. Whoever caught, hey, you be like get like me. I bet we got a match. So we'll do it like get like me or get like you. So if me and you flipping, and I was like, get like you. So you move your hand as heads. If I move my hand in his head,
you gotta hit heads.
Yeah, if I got
then it's yours.
Yeah, it's mine. So if I open it and yours heads and my tails, you won. I gave you money. So we were flipping for quarters, dollars, $5. We flipped for everything. It didn't matter. We was just flipping.
Bruh, just flipping. I'm like, bro, we was really flipping for quarters. But them just add up. You can take them just to the candy lady, get some fruities, some chips. Like, yeah.
Was the main plug. That was my plug.
You hear me?
That was my.
And they was cheap. I'm like, bro, yeah.
Our high school concession stand got mad at our candy lady because we used to go over there. So
what?
They called the people on them. They called the people on the concession stand. I mean, on the candy lady.
I mean, the concession stand be plucking, so that's why don't nobody want to go to them. Plus, I mean, it's the candy lady. You know what I'm saying?
Charging me $1 for a bag of chips. I go over there 50 cents, get 2 bags for $1. So you
exactly.
You charge me 75 cents, $1 for a drink. I go get two for $1.
Yes.
Y'all selling cinnamon rolls for $1.50 and stuff like that. I go over here and get this big Texas for 75 cents.
75 cents. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Fruities in the bag, 50-cent bags. I'm going over there to get the fruities. It's a wrap.
You gotta know that.
You
gotta know that.
My book, and then the good thing about it was Candy Lady was right across the street from both schools. Candy Lady. Yeah. So all we had to do was walk across the street, come back, go watch the game. That's all we did. And I Candy Lady sold wings. She sold wing plates. We was in that joint living.
Dang! Smashing on the wings, bro.
Selling honey gold wings, 5-piece combo, $3. What?
Bro, what? Golly, I should have entered wood.
Then we were selling. Then we were selling stuff through the school. Then folks were selling in the school too. Selling chips, juice, X's. We sell all that through the school.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We went on field trip. I went to Stax Museum. I went to Civil Rights Museum. Went to Graceland. I just went everywhere.
Yes. Graceland, it was cool. Like that was really his house. Like I'm shocked about that.
Well,
because I was like,
we look at Elvis now. It was like I looked at Elvis like how a lot of people talking about. It was like, bro, he did what everybody else did. He stole black folk music and made it his.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, and now everybody's saying that about Elvis. They'll just be like, bro, he stole all this stuff. Now I was like, bro, we knew that back then. We
been knew that.
I went to Graceland because I got out of school.
Literally. That's the only reason.
I didn't care about none of
that.
It
was cool though.
Now I went to.
Didn't care about none of it.
I went to a Redbirds game. The Redbirds game was cool, but other than that, field trips was only. And then we went to the creator of Roots. I think his house, one of his houses or something, was in Jackson. So we went there for a field trip. Then we went to Casey Jones restaurant in Jackson, and that.
Oh dang! They drove y'all all the way to Jackson?
Yeah, that's what I was on that. This is that I was on that bus. I'm thinking this
mad long.
long. And then now that I get older and I was driving back from Memphis to Martin and stuff, I was like, oh, this is where we was going. We was on this 45-minute drive. That's what we were talking about. This hour drive. That's why.
Literally.
Because when I saw the field trip, it was like we was leaving at like 8 o'clock and wasn't getting back. We weren't getting back to like 4 o'clock. 4 or 5 o'clock or something. We was like, bro, we gone all day? Then you realize, man, it's a 2-hour trip. It's an hour there, hour back.
Yeah, then you on a bus, they're just going, slower than usual. Yeah, so they're just really like an hour and 30.
Right lane can't go nowhere. No. And we got CD players.
Yeah.
CD players and MP3 players. with the big head.
Oh, the MP3 player
with the big headphones.
Oh, we.
That's what we was doing.
Yes.
That's
Man, I had an MP3 player. I lost that joint. I got in trouble. I used to miss the MP3 player. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, I had an MP3 player with one AAA battery in the back. Boom. That was mine. I had this. Oh, burning CDs. You used to make money off of that.
You hear me? Put songs on there from the laptop. Oh yeah.
I was gonna put plenty of viruses on the laptop. They put plenty of viruses on that. LimeWire.
Yeah.
They put plenty of viruses. It didn't matter though. I got all the music I needed.
Facts. Indeed.
My dad used to work on computers, so he could get the software and clean it off. So it really didn't matter. He knew. Yeah.
Are you straight? Are you straight?
I had a reason for everything I did. I was like, I got a backup plan. Trust me, I got a backup. Mm-hmm. My first one didn't go through. But them field trips, yeah, we did all that. But if I'm ranking my high school times, my favorite year was freshman year. My favorite year was freshman year. Woodell jumping my freshman year. That thing was stupid. Woodell was jumping my freshman year. We was acting a donkey in there.
A fool. A whole fool.
I'm talking about it fights left and right every day. I'm talking about jumped, stomped out, blood on the ground. It was like, bro, it was acting up. Ambulance getting called, blue crushes.
Yep.
Down. It was bad. Principal getting knocked out. Principal get a pole thrown through his windshield. It was.
Dang, y'all was wilding.
Oh, it was. Oh, what that was.
What the well, I was gonna say what the principal do, but we definitely know what the principal did.
Our principal was.
Dang.
Mr. Banks was trash.
So, yeah, I was just gonna say that's why.
Mr. Banks was trash. We sent him back to Whitehaven. He was trash. And then when we got Mr. Kyle was really cool. What happened was Miss Kyle used to teach, was the principal back at the middle school before he went down to work. So what happened was when he came back, Mike and them was seniors. It just so happened Mike and them was his 8th grade class back in middle school. So when he got there, was the principal as a senior year, he remembered all of them because that was his last kids he had before he went downtown. So we knew him, and so Miss Kyle come, and I'm just like, those 3 years, I love Miss Kyle. He was like probably my best principal I had outside of elementary school. He was my best principal. I loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I ranked 9th grade was my favorite.
Grade
was my second favorite. Sophomore year.
Okay.
Sophomore year was so fun because the upperclassmen that I had from 9th grade and 10th grade, they were so fun to be around. They had so much, so it was fun being around them. And 2, my class was the last class that actually had classes in the big building with the upper class. Because that next year, they built the freshman academy, so the freshmen was over there in another building by themselves, unless they were, unless they took honors classes and stuff, and they had to come over there to be with us, or they had to come over for lunch and stuff. Other than that, they took their classes over there. So we got to the upperclassmen, so we was lit. And 2, that was my first year starting varsity football. So that was lit.
You was cold or you was slow? You was slow, wasn't it?
I started as a 10th grader. I was good. I started as a 10th grader. And then I'm over here talking to girls and stuff, feeling a little good, look good by myself. So I was like, oh, sophomore year was straight. So I went from freshman year, sophomore year, my third year, senior year. Senior year was cool. It was leveled out and everything like that. I treat senior year, you know how you watch a TV show and you know it's the last season?
Yes.
That's how senior
Yeah.
You don't expect nothing too big to pop off, but you expect a cool closeout to the end of That's how my senior year was. It was a cool closeout to my career there. Senioritis kicked in. You ready to get up out of there.
There we go.
Second semester, I was barely in class. my mom and them, they got my, they mail all the report card, the last report card they mailed. So I was like, report card came in and gave it to her. She was like, you go ahead and open it and give it to her. We know you didn't do nothing this semester. I'm glad they knew because I didn't do nothing that semester.
And didn't. No.
I had parties, absences, I had all that on there. And I finished like that semester with like a 2.8. Yes. I had 2.8. I'm normally got a 3.8 or above. I had a 2.8. I ain't do nothing, but I was ready to get up out of there. It was, and then
exactly.
I didn't have class until like 10 o'clock. That's
dang.
My first 2 periods was office assistant and study hall. I wasn't doing nothing.
You was not gonna go exactly because y'all was not doing it.
For 2 hours hooping. I was in the gym hooping for 2 hours. Then I go to class. That's all I was doing.
Wow.
And then last, like you get junior year, you can throw junior year all up out of here. You could just throw that thing away. Junior year was junior year was so boring. Oh my God, that was so boring.
So trash, I swear.
Junior year was so boring because it's like sophomore was still cool because you still holding on to the freshman a little bit, but the junior year, it was just like, bruh, you ready to get out.
Yeah, because you like literally kind of stuck in the mid, like it's like you still kind of down there, but you up here, you about ready to go. You about out the door, so
yeah,
it was just
Then we had all them.
It was just an awkward.
Then we had all the tests that we had to take. 10th grade and 11th grade taking tests. They'd be like, bruh, taking the ASVAB and stuff, taking all
ASVAB and I'm like, why did they make us take the ASVAB? How did they even know? Well, it was like mandatory because like everybody wasn't going in the military. So why is y'all trying to make us? Why is y'all trying to make us take this? Good night, Mom.
Right.
Why is y'all trying to make us take this?
The only test I took serious was the ACT when we took it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's the one I took serious.
But even then, I didn't even take that just serious. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I took it
serious. Like
I only took it. I took it twice. I took it the free one they gave us.
Yeah.
And then I went and took it again that summer. I got the same score twice. I was like, I ain't finna take this again. It's a wrap. I'm not finna continue taking this. It's a wrap. I'm gonna keep this where it's at. My GPA gonna get me in schools. I ain't worried about it.
Exactly. Because who's finna pay for another test? I just took the free test and that was it. I kept the score I made. It got me into the school.
Right. I took one more. I was like, okay, maybe I could do a little bit better this time.
Do better.
So I was like, okay, I took one in June. I took the second one in June. When I got the score back in July that both of the scores were the same, I said, well, I'm good. I'm done. I ain't doing this.
Exactly.
You worry about your GPA. And those was the days I used to skip school. When we was in homeroom all day, or we was in homeroom all day, when we went to lunch, I left. I was gone. I wasn't coming back.
Gone. Exactly.
That was too much work.
I was over it at that point. Right. I was like, nah.
You want me to go 6 and 7 period? I'm not. No, I'm gone. I'm out the door. It's a wrap. I'm gone. I'll come back and go to football practice when I get back.
Exactly.
So, and football was fun. That's the main reason I like school. I was playing sports. I mean, it was.
Same. I played basketball.
Yeah, so.
That's the only reason.
I did track and field my senior year. That's it. That's it. I should have played. I wish I would have played baseball. I wish I would have played baseball more because baseball is fun to play. Hate to watch it, but it's fun to play.
And it really is boring to watch.
It's terrible to watch, but playing it, baseball fun to play. And then I should have played basketball more. I should have really just been out there working out with Mike and them playing basketball more. So I used to hoop. I ain't hoop like they did, but
yeah,
I like football. I saw football when I was like 5. So I was playing ever since then. Plus I was a big kid. So I was like, I'm going to use my big
Exactly. Knock some kids down real quick.
And that helped. That helped pretty much. And I found out very early, I was like, I'm kind of better than a lot of these people out here, but I'm going to leave it
alone. Facts. Trying to humble yourself, but yeah. I'm cold. I ain't even going to sit here and lie.
So nah. High school came and it went, but high school was fun. I enjoyed those 4 years of high school. I did enjoy those 4 years. went on, like I said, prom night and everything. Prom was cool. It was cool. It was a cool time.
Yeah.
That's really like one of the. We had a couple of dances. We got a couple of homecoming dances and stuff like that. But for the most part, the biggest dance is really prom. And they made us come to school to get our tickets the day of prom. We couldn't eat.
What?
We was in school that morning getting tickets for prom.
No. See, no.
My girls up there with their rollers in their hair, the bonnets on.
What?
Talking about grabbing tickets because we got prom tickets and we got our senior graduation, our senior ceremony where they do all the scholarships and stuff like that. We got our tickets for both of them. But I'm talking about girls up in that jump with rollers in their head, they shit with the bunnies on. After I got that, I went to go get a haircut and all this.
Yeah.
Had to go got a corsage the day before.
What? Why you wait so late?
Because honestly, I didn't have a date at first, and then I put on Facebook one time. I was like, "Dang, bro, I ain't got a date to prom." I was like, "Bro, anybody want to go to prom?" I literally did that. No lie, I got like 7.
Oh wow!
I got like 7 people hit me up. I was like, "Shit, I go to prom with you. I do all that." So I had a couple of people hit me up, and then a couple of girls that actually graduated from Wooddale. It was like, "Oh shit, I'll go with you to prom and stuff like that." I was like, "Cool," but then she was like, she hit me up and we were just talking. And she was like, "Yeah, we go to prom and stuff like that." So I was like, "Cool," and she already had a dress. I think she had a royal dress. So I was like, "Cool," because I was planning on wearing blue anyway.
Yeah.
I had a charcoal gray tux with the royal blue vest and stuff.
Oh, that man was fresh.
I had that, and her corsage was blue and gold. It was blue and yellow. Her corsage was blue and yellow. We went to Kroger the day before, and we was just like, "Bro, we kind of need this like tomorrow." So they charge. Yeah. They charge it extra, but my dad was like, "Yeah, what it is, boom, jumping." And then my cousin and them, they threw in some money for me. They gave us like, "Nah, bro, this for you, bro. It's the prom night. You have fun. You go have fun." Limo. We rented a limo because my mom didn't want to let me drive.
Dang.
Nah, my mom didn't drive that bull. I was like, "Y'all let."
Why not?
I was like, "Y'all let Mike drive. Y'all ain't fair."
Why they ain't let you drive? Because they probably know you probably can't even drive.
No, I took driver's ed. I had my license. I was good.
Oh, then they was just like, "Nah, you can't drive the whip." Period.
When that happened, Mike was 18. So I feel like since he was 18, his license, they let him do it.
A little more responsible, I guess.
I was 17 and I wasn't turning 18 till June.
Oh, dang.
So, because I got the paper to get my license in December, January after I took driver's ed. So I could have got it in then, but they was like, "Nah, wait till you're 18. So luckily, I got it right before like the 6 months or 7 months was up. I got it right before then. To get my license. But yeah, we ran a limo. Me and my homies went around, and just so happened all of us was cool that was going together. All of us was cool in the car. So it was just straight. But prom, yeah, we did that. Had to get a corsage that morning. Went that morning, got it, and I started getting ready probably by 6 o'clock. Prom started at 7. So we got that.
Didn't nobody show up to that?
8:15, about 8:30, we showed up. Was there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we was gone to go get something to eat. And then I didn't even stay at the hotel that night. I went back home.
You did?
Yeah,
I definitely did the same thing. They wasn't going for that. You know our folks. They was not going for that.
You can come home 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You can do all that. I don't get a problem there, but you coming home.
But you better come home. Right.
I'll be like, "Mom, the limo, I mean, I got dropped off and I had to get dropped off here, but the car broke down, so I got to stay here." I was made up a lot, but we had our prom at the Hilton.
At a hotel? Oh, for real?
We had our prom at the Hilton over on Poplar, the big Hilton. We had it. We had it over there.
Dang, I don't remember where we had ours at, but All I remember was I cried so many times on prom day because nothing was going my way. I cried so many times because like my hair was tripping. My nail lady, she wasn't trying to get me in. My eyelashes was not cooperating. I was like, bro, this is not going the way that I planned it. But I ended up looking all right. I think I looked all right. I had a black and gold dress. I was cute with her.
I'm gonna send you an old picture of what I had on at the prom.
Send me a picture. I gotta see what you look like. This ain't you came too. You ain't came strong with the blue
I went
and the
up there.
charcoal.
Yeah, I got my done like I got my tux like what 2 weeks, a week. I got measured and stuff like 2 weeks before prom. Then I picked it up on a Thursday. I picked the tux up that Thursday, brought it back that Saturday.
Wow.
And yeah, so it was prom was cool. One of my
It
friends
was
mom
cool.
catered it, so the food was good. So I knew the food was gonna be good because she catered it. We still ended up going to Huey's. We went to Huey's afterward.
Bro, we did too. That's crazy.
Huey's was one of the only places that was really open.
That was open. Yeah.
Because I knew I wasn't going to Waffle House, and I knew I wasn't going to IHOP.
Nah.
Those two places I didn't go. But ironically, we went to Huey's. Other folks' proms, they in Huey's too.
So we was all just up in there looking nice.
Yeah, because
just chopping it up. It was fun.
Most of my homies wore white tux. They wore white tux. I was like,
yeah.
I wasn't wearing white because I know me, mess around and stain this white. So I'm not doing
Yes.
And I was like, I'm not going with black either. I can't go with black.
Nah, because you know a lot of people going with black. You just want to be different.
I was like, a gray tux. I was like, a lot of people ain't gonna wear a gray.
Nope.
So I was like, let me get the charcoal gray tux. And I was like, because with gray is like black and white. You can put any color with it.
Sure can. And it'll come out perfect.
Because Mike wore gray for his. He wore gray, and it was like a peach color. It was like a peach.
Ooh, yeah.
It was like a pink peach type of color. And he drove a Camry. He drove a Camry for prom. They rented a Camry for him. So he had that. And then I came 2 years later. I had the gray and the blue, and we had a stretch. We had a Challenger limo. We had a Dodge limo, a stretch Dodge that we had to put in. So it was me and my homies. We had a good time. It was fun. Like I said, knew couldn't just go home. Just knew that.
Yeah.
I had to go home. That was it. But then, so we about to get out of high school. But before we get out of high school, gotta revert it a little bit. We met each other just so people, because a lot of my last episodes of people, I met most of them in college. I've been knowing her since I'm probably 10, 11.
Yes.
I'm 10 or 11. She like what, 7, 8?
7, yeah.
So we ended up going. We both went to the same church. We still went to the same church. We went to Bloomfield, Full Gospel Baptist Church. Out in the hood, out in South Parkway. That's where we.
You hear me?
Every Sunday, down the street from Carver High School. So everybody, you know where Carver High School at. You know where Bloomfield at.
Yep.
So we met each other then, and like she said at the beginning, she was quiet and she really didn't break out her shell till she got older. She was exactly like that as a kid. You couldn't get her to say nothing.
Nothing.
She would smile at you, she would look at you and walk off. It won't be nothing else.
Oh, you gotta do me dirty like that though.
She would speak if mom and them told her to speak. But other than that, she was speaking.
If they told me to speak, then I'll speak.
Heart out. Be in the choir, singing her heart out, and you go try to hold conversation with her, can't get nothing.
Nothing. Because I feel like I ain't got nothing to say, bro.
So that's why I say I could be like, this is my little sister, because literally, I've seen her grow up. Literally, I've seen her grow up.
Yes.
from
wow.
the all was hurt wearing them clothes to
Oh.
and all that. We all was hurt.
We was through. Oh, we was some ugly look.
Them church clothes our parents them used to make us wear. They trifling for what they used to make us wear.
Real trifling.
They was trifling.
Real trifling.
They was trifling what to make us wear. Nah, this look good. Y'all was trifling for that. I'm glad when I got old enough, y'all was like, y'all can pick out your own clothes. Say less, because this was what y'all got me. Not.
Y'all really got us wearing these. Looking crazy.
Cheetah print dot shirt you got me wearing the church. Why am I in here with this little brown and black shirt on for no reason? I'm in the room in there going to sleep in church. I'm not.
Literally knocked. Man, I only went to talk to my friends though. That was about it. That's the only reason I really wanted to go to church. was to be around my friends.
I went to church. I really wanted to go to church. Cause afterwards, I knew I was going over to Sugar House, my auntie, and go get something to eat.
Yep.
I was like that. I knew that was my real meal of the week. Was right there. Cause I knew she was in there cooking.
So
if y'all know Bloomfield, y'all know my auntie. If y'all went there or anything like that, y'all will see her in the choir stand, and she will ease up out of the choir stand to go cook this food.
Yes, and she gonna throw down. She gonna throw down. I swear.
We used to eat good on Sundays.
Yes.
But
that is true.
And we've been together for a long time. Like I said, I was like 11 or 12. She was like 7, 8. You gotta keep in mind, I'm 25 now. That's a long time, trust me.
Dang, that's crazy. Oh my God.
So we did all that. And then we get to the end of senior year, you know, we all getting out. I'm talking to my principal. My principal loved me. He was just like, Mr. Wilkins, it's been a good 3 years. And I was like, it really has, Mr. we had a real conversation on stage when he handed me my stuff. He's like, Mr. Wilkins, it's been a good 3 years. I was like, yes, it has, Miss Kyle. It's been a really good 3 years. He said, I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you too. It was like that. And he was one of them.